Hey guys and gals, let's have a look at the Jungle Explorer waterplane by Lego City. This is set number 60425, contains 177 bricks, retails for $22.99, and this set was provided by the Lego Group for early review, so thank you Lego for sending this to me. And essentially that's what this is, a waterplane with crocodiles and a plant, and somebody's taking a picture of the plane, I guess, or well, maybe not. Taking pictures of the crocodiles or alligators, or I don't know what those things are called, but yeah. And on the top of the box, it looks like we have two minifigures, two crocodiles, and a baby. And a little green frog if you want to count him. But that's not too bad. Let's unbox this set and see what we have inside. Here we go. Well, obviously we got a few bags of bricks and a sloppily packed instruction manual. Alright, so we got two manuals. So obviously, doesn't look like it's a balanced build, but we don't know yet. We haven't looked at it, and I don't see any stickers with this. Maybe we got lucky and there's no stickers in this set. And we have 3 bags of bricks full of fun and excitement. Doesn't that look cool? Well, I'm going to head over to my second channel. You're more than welcome to join me. We're going to build this, come back, and take a closer look. We're going to start with our minifigures. So it looks like we have our photographer. She's got a camera and a compass, so she's ready to go. She can put the camera up for her face. I think she has a double-sided head. Yes, she does. She's even winking at us too. That's the surprise she has. And then we have this gentleman here. I like the jacket. And these goggles go up and down. He's got a wrench. I like that map piece. And I think he's got a single-sided head. Yep, he does. And that's it for the minifigures. And then we got our alligators or crocodiles. I never can tell which ones are which. And you get 2 of these. And we have a little baby croc right here. You also get to make a little habitat. I mean, it's little. It's just enough for the crocodile or alligator to hide in. So basically you just rest in there and you can have them shoot out of the plant like this and ignore the frog. And that's what it looks like in the back. So it's just a portion of a mountain facade or some rocks. And lastly, we have the waterplane. That's printed. That's pretty cool. Honestly, there's not much to it. These things here just rest under here, so they're not really attached to anything. And that spins. Isn't that cool? And that's the dime tour. Now the top of this does come off here. And to reveal the inside, you get some little dinky stick right in there. Yeah, and it seats minifigures, and that's a 2x4 hole. So how are we going to get this stuff in here? I don't know. I think you have to take the wings off to get more access into it. So what we're going to do here, we're going to ditch the camera. She might need her compass. We'll set her in there with the compass. Let's see, how easy is this going to be? Alright, well that's not too bad, but I can't even get her in. She won't even sit down. Yeah, that's about as best as she's going to fit in there. It's not the compass, it's just, well, these are coming up. Whoa, okay, well, this is not working out very well. Maybe those are meant to come up. But it seems like she's having a hard time sitting down in there. Put that on there. Or is it just for looks? We don't know. Take this one off because I have a feeling we're going to fight with that too. Oh, and the map does go back here. You can put it right in that area. So we'll just leave these off until we get everybody loaded up here. Take out his wrench. Put your goggles down so you can see better. I mean, it's scaled for figures, I have to admit that, but it's pretty cozy inside. Look at that. Let's hope everything fits in there. I want to see if this is scaled for figures, or is this just something that just looks good, but you can't use it for anything here. Alright, then you got to put the wings back on. Yeah, I mean, I was building it was pretty good, but I never tested it out for figures until now. But yeah, I mean, it's not a lot of headroom, but as you can see, everything's closed up. And you got the camera and the little wrench. You can leave these behind. And that's essentially what it is. So getting minifigures in and out of the watercraft is a bit of a chore. It's not like you can just take the one piece off, put them in, and put the part back on. I mean, if there was a way to pop this whole thing off, would be fine, but I don't know. It's designed kind of half-baked. So let's start with play value, and yeah, it does have some play value. I think everybody's going to be getting this more for the crocodiles and alligators and everything else. For this plane, not so much. I'm not a fan of this plane. It's just kind of, it's not really friendly for taking minifigures in and out of it. They do sit right inside, but it's just not enough room in there. It's just kind of weird taking all this apart just to put minifigures in the plane. So either leave them in, you keep them out. Other than that, though, it seems pretty sturdy. I mean, maybe. I think it's more of an average Lego City build than anything else. So the play value is a bit limited. Build experience, it's average for me. I mean, it was okay. I wasn't really interested in the build. I don't know, maybe it's just the color scheme, but I just considered it as an average build for my taste. Build quality seems average too. I mean, you gotta take this apart just to get into it, and this just feels kind of flimsy. See, that's just coming apart. This terrain stuff here, these leaves are just tacked on here, and I haven't had any of these come off, but I don't know, I just, it's a smaller set, so I don't expect it to last too long, but for the most part, it's just an average build. Now, you can drop this in a Lego City. This is ready to go. You can set this right on your beach or in your jungle. It would work. It's done. You don't have to do anything with it. This little rock facade here, not so much. You'd actually have to put this up against a mountain or something for that to really work. But you do get the two accessories and stuff, so that's always a good plus there. The set does have a few pieces that you can use to enhance your Lego collection, or you can make something else out of this. Or if you're really inclined to do so, you can take parts from your own collection and put them in here. And that would pretty much wrap up that portion of the parts. Now, it is a collaborative build, surprisingly. Bag 1 does this, and the figures. Bag 2 does the airplane, and Bag 3 does this down here. So, it is possible up to 3 people, but I'd say 2 comfortably. It's not really balanced, but it's a nice little group project nonetheless. No brick separator, but you do get a printed building guide. So my final score is an 8.5 out of 10. One of these windshields were a bit scratched and pitted, and the build seems average to flaky. It just, I don't know, I'm just not a fan of this. It just seems kind of sloppy, like it was just rushed together. But I think it's a nice set to drop in a Lego City. It just depends on your taste. I'm sure you can change the colors of this to make it look a bit more cheerful. But for me personally, I would have to say this is a pass for me. It's an average set. That's all I can say about it. So tell me what you think.